Did you know that Tupac Amaru Shakur received his name behind bars through a story of indigenous resistance? Tupac was not always Tupac. He was first named Lasan Parrish Crooks, and Afeni Shakur, his mom, who was a Black Panther human activist and revolutionary, changed his name while she was behind bars. Afeni Shakur was pregnant while being incarcerated for crimes tied to her political activism. While being in jail, Afeni met a woman from Peru and they shared stories about resistance, oppression, and survival. And this woman told Afeni about Tupac Amaru II. Tupac Amaru II is a symbol of resistance, an indigenous leader and revolutionary. In 1780, Tupac Amaru II led the largest indigenous uprising in Spanish colonial America, which is now Peru. He rose against a brutal colonial system that was built on exploitation and forced labor of his people. He captured and executed a corrupt Spanish official that ignited a rebellion across the Andes, and what he demanded was the end of forced labor of his people. He also wanted to abolish the crushing taxes and the exploitation in textile shops. He didn't just resist, but he envisioned a world where his people could reclaim dignity and autonomy. He was sadly captured and was forced to watch the execution of his whole family. And in 1781, he was executed in the most brutal way. But his rebellion didn't die with him. It spread across Latin America and it even made its way to a jail cell in New York. Afeni was deeply inspired by this and carried this story with her, and when she got released from jail and she gave birth, she renamed her son Tupac Amaru Shakur. Tupac comes from the Quechua language of the Inca and is translated to royal and noble. Amaru is translated to serpent, and this symbolizes wisdom, transformation, and connection to the earth in indigenous cosmology. Afeni didn't want her son to be only connected to the American story, but she wanted him to be connected to something much larger. She wanted him to be connected to a global history of resistance and of people rising up against a system that's meant to silence them. And it matters how Afeni learned this name from a woman, especially a woman who had a shared understanding of oppression that crossed borders, languages, and histories. Let me know in the comments if you think this unique name fit him and follow for more hidden history.